Alright, what's going on, guys? And welcome to the first match with the Random Card Challenge deck. If you missed the intro on Deck Tech, I would definitely check that out to understand what we're doing here. But basically, we generated a random card with a random card generator. We're going to mulligan this. We generated a random card and then we had to build around it. And that card was Keep Force on top. That card was Increasing Savagery. And this is a just for fun deck that we're going to play kind of for fun for a few games, and then we're going to take it into tournament practice. So we have a turn 1, experiment 1, so that's cool. We had to mulligan, and we're kind of out of cards already at the beginning of the game. Opponent's in blue-black, sure. So we draw our forest. I guess we swing for 1. Nothing too exciting here so far. We do have a lot of ways to control the board, but we need a second swamp. Una's Blackguard, okay. So, it looks like we're playing against rogues. We'll kill that because it makes rogues really fast. Corpse Jack Menace. Well, we need a 4th land and we're pretty good. Guess we'll attack for 1. Opponent goes to 18. And we'll pass. So rogues could be a problem because they are very fast. And this deck is very slow. But, experiment 1. Not what we want. I guess we can play it. Doesn't hurt, though we really need a swamp. This figure kills the first experiment 1. Okay. So Ink Fathom Infiltrator is going to be an issue now. 2 damage per turn. Another Ink Fathom Infiltrator. So 4 damage unblockable per turn. And we draw a Cruel Sadist. Not a swamp. So, I mean, we can't race them. We just need a 4th land. That's all we need. If we just get a swamp, Bile-Blight can take both of those out. And then we've got a Corpse Jack Menace to make experiment 1 big. Just looking for that swamp. Alright, so we take 4. We go to 14. That's okay. We draw a Winding Constrictor. Well, at least we can play that. So we play Winding Constrictor. It triggers experiment 1. Puts a +1/+1 counter on it, which is then doubled by Winding Constrictor. So it's a 3/3. So at least we are both doing 4 damage per turn. Because I'm going to attack with Cruel Sadist. I still don't have 2 turns to build it up. Ashiok. Well, at least it's not an immediate threat, but it's going to be soon. And we can kill it. We're going to take 4 and go to 10. Increasing Savagery. Another 4 drop with 3 lands. Cannot find that swamp. Well, I think I have to kill Ashiok here. Maybe. Yeah, let's just send everything at Ashiok. We don't need to send the Cruel Sadist, but I will anyway because I don't think it hurts. It can't block the infiltrators anyway. I mean, we could deal 1 to the opponent. But I'd rather be sure. Nightvale Spectre, so more evasion, 6 damage evasion, and we're going to go down to 6, so crap. And we draw a forest, not a swamp. There's no way we can win. If we throw Increasing Savagery on something, it's 6, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, and they're at 13, and they have a blocker. So, yeah. 6 counters, it's 7, 7. So we have 12 damage. We just can't win. Alright, we'll have to concede. Lose our first game. I'm not too discouraged, though. We were kind of stuck on 3 lands that whole time. So, what do we want? I think we're okay, actually. We just need to not get stuck on 3 lands when our curve is horrible. 4 lands is good in this deck. We usually want 4. 2 of our main cards that we build around, Increasing Savagery and Corpse Jack Menace, both cost 4, so kind of need 4 lands. Anyway, let's get into game 2 and see what happens. Alright, game 2. Gonna play first. Got a Gyre Sage and a Cruel Sadist, which we can't play on turn 1 because we don't have an untapped swamp. So, I think we'll be playing Jungle Hollow and passing. Next turn we play Gyre Sage, and then we'll go into Winding Constrictor, which will put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. We also have 2 Increasing Savageries, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Except not really, because it's not a very good card, but you know, it's cool that we build around it. Now we have 2 of them. Opponent plays nothing, so I kind of like when that happens. So we'll play Gyre Sage, not Winding Constrictor, which I almost did that out of order. Gyre Sage is this turn, Winding Constrictor next turn, and we have a Corpse Jack Menace. So if we can just get a couple lands and not get stuck with 2 or 3 lands, that would be nice. Disfigure. Whoop, Gyre Sage is gone. We get a land though, so that's nice. So I guess we will play Winding Constrictor, and then we'll play Cruel Sadist as well, and we'll pass. So if we draw an untapped land next turn, that would be pretty sweet, because we could play Corpsejack Menace, and then start going into those Increasing Savageries, which will be huge. But it's gonna depend on if we get that land or not. Lost Legacy. I don't even know what you're gonna name. Winding Constrictor. Well, sure. It's not the worst thing. Alright, so Winding Constrictors are gone. Opponent passes. Of course. It's a tap land. Of course it is. This deck is just too clunky. Too expensive. But we will pay one life, put a +1/+1 counter on Cruel Sadist, which is going to be 2 +1/+1 counter. So it's a 3/3 now. That's not bad. We'll deal 2. Opponent gets to 18 and we'll pass. So we don't need anything now. We just need to play Corpsejack Menace next turn. Languish. Well, fine. Everything dies. Everything got -4/-4. Llanowar Reborn. Okay, so we will play Corpsejack Menace. And then next turn we'll just make it huge if it lives. Do we want to graft? Sure, why not? It's a 6/6. Assuming our opponent doesn't kill that, it's going to be a 16/16 next turn. It's dead. Never mind. Never mind, it's dead. Okay, well, we'll get a Mana Gorger Hydra. That's okay too, I guess. So we'll put that in play. Sure. Pass. Opponent does nothing and passes. Sure, I'm okay with that. Wait, never mind. Lost Legacy. Well, we'll get a +1/+1 counter on Mana Gorger Hydra. And once again, don't know what they're going to name. Maybe Corpsejack Menace would be the good idea. Increasing Savagery. Well, would you know it? That's... Wow. Increasing Savagery, we're going to have 2 of them in hand, so that's nice. And we draw 2 lands. Well, fine. Okay. We'll play Experiment 1, and I guess we'll attack for 3. This game has not gone our way. Opponent plays Mind Spring for 3, so drawing 3 cards, but they're tapped out, so it's not terrible. Mana Gorger Hydra's a 4/4, and we'll draw another land. Well, we're not mana screwed this game, are we? I guess we will get in for 5. Opponent's going to go to 10. This deck's just too janky. It relies on too many things being in play at once. I figured it'd be okay just for fun, but sure enough, we get matched up against control. Mind Spring for 4. Holy crap. So they're at 9 cards in hand. They discard a couple cards. Alright. And we draw a land. Wow. So I guess we'll attack for 6. Opponent's going to go to 4. Could really use a non-land. That'd be nice. If our opponent kills the Mana Gorger Hydra, never mind. They quit. Putrefy. Alright, well that would have been so bad. Well, we went from being mana screwed to mana flooded in our first 2 games, so it's hard to gauge this deck. But that's what happens when you play with a janky deck. I mean, the mana curve's bad. The cards are too reliant on having the other cards in play. But, yeah, just for fun. It's just for fun deck. We'll make this competitive later in the series, but for now, we just want to make big things happen. We just haven't been too successful so far. Let's go to game 3 and see what happens. Alright, game 3 against Rogues, and this hand's not terrible. Actually, it's really good. So we'll keep this. We'll get Experiment 1, turn 2, Winding Constrictor. Ooh, Gyre Sage 2. Well, now I'm conflicted. I'd really rather have Gyre Sage in play first. Oh, Disfigure, sure, of course, why not? So, I think next turn we'll play Gyre Sage. Ink Fathom Infiltrator. So we're going to be pressured again. Another land. So we'll play Gyre Sage. We'll play Winding Constrictor next turn. Followed by Corpsejack Menace. Are you serious? Never mind. Gyre Sage is dead. We'll still play those cards. They just don't do anything now. Take 2 Mana Gorger Hydra. Well, I want that now. So we're not going to play a tap land. We're going to play the Hydra. So, Ruinous Path kills the Hydra, of course. This is a weird Rogues deck. It's really reliant on removal. Usually it's a little bit more aggro, but, you know, it's working. Another tap land, so we'll play that. And we'll play Putrefy to kill the Ink Fathom Infiltrator. And we'll pass. So next turn we'll do Corpse Jack Menace, probably. Put a plays Night Veil Spectre, 2/3 flyer, sure. So let's play Corpse Jack Menace now. And then next turn, do we want to graft? Nah, we'll graft the Winding Constrictor. So, we'll probably play Increasing Savagery next, if that doesn't die. And it'll be a 14/14, but then it'll probably get killed immediately. Oh no, we'll see. But we get hit with the Night Veil Spectre, so we take 2, go to 15. Experiment 1 goes into the graveyard. Rakdos Cackler. So do we want to play Winding Constrictor and to Rakdos Cackler? Because that's actually more damage, or close to it, isn't it? Winding Constrictor is going to be... Let's just go... Let's do that. Alright, we'll play Winding Constrictor, which is a 6/7. Play Rakdos Cackler, which is a 5/5. Okay. So we're going to do less damage this turn, but now we're better set up to do damage in the future, as opposed to being reliant on Corpse Jack Menace surviving. So I'm okay with this. It's a little bit slower, but I think we have a better chance of winning this way. We take 2 from the Spectre. Jungle Hollow gets removed, sure. Oh, they actually gain 1 life from playing Jungle Hollow too, right? So, next turn we do Increasing Savagery, and it gets, it puts a lot of counters on something. Glenalendra Liege, sure, 2/3 flyer, makes everything big. We're going to target the Rakdos Cackler. That way our opponent doesn't have an easy choice for what they should target to kill. And Rakdos Cackler is a 17/17, guys. 17/17 Rakdos Cackler. Has there ever been a Rakdos Cackler so big? 17/17. And we're going to swing with everything. Cackler gets chump blocked, but our opponent still takes 10, so they go to 7. This is kind of cool. This is what happens when everything actually stays in play. The issue is, you know, just keeping a Corpse Jack Menace and a Winding Constrictor in play for more than a turn. Gotta say, though, I'm pretty happy with a 17/17 Rakdos Cackler. It's kind of... Oh, and our opponent concedes. So there we go. We actually win our first match. I was a little bit skeptical as to whether that was going to work. Rogues seems like a perfectly bad matchup for us, because I would think, you know, it's fast, it's evasive, and it controls the board. So that's like pretty much everything that we're bad at. We're slow and we need things to stay in play. So, you know, that was a cool win. Yep, you know, just for fun, random deck challenge, and we got that. We're 1-0. Anyway, I guess, you know, if you want to see more of this weird random card deck that I've built, this weird thing that I've created, then, you know, check the description. There should be a playlist, and I'll see you in the second match.